Randy Orton obviously taking a page out of Rey Mysterio's book, except didn't go exactly the way he thought. Welcome back to Royally Rumbled's 2008 Universe Mode. My name is Jordan.
I'm Robert, and this week we are going home to our Great American Bash pay-per-view. One show left each before that happens.
Yeah, that's right, Robert. We have two huge shows for you guys today, as well as two preview matches, because we have two non-title matches in our main events that will take place at the Great American Bash.
That's right. On the Raw side, we have the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton taking on his challenger from the Great American Bash, Rey Mysterio, prior to their matchup this weekend.
Yeah, and we have on the SmackDown side of things, Divas champion, the undefeated Beth Phoenix versus Melina, her challenger at the Great American Bash. Nice. These two explosive matches just couldn't wait for the pay-per-view, so we're just giving them to you today on our shows.
Sweet. And let's go to Raw, because it is Monday, so let's go to Raw and take a look at that card.
And where is Raw taking place tonight, Robert?
Raw is in beautiful Santa Clara, California. Match number 1 is CM Punk versus MVP. And as we saw last week, these two hate each other so much that they weren't even able to do their entrances, as they had already started brawling on the outside. Once the bell rang, MVP took control and started showing off how he was the better athlete. Punk then manages to kick out of the ball and elbow, and then the play of the day. Punk almost got a 3 count after delivering the running knee and clothesline combination. Punk hits his comeback on MVP and follows up with a second knee and clothesline combo and connects with a GTS. MVP somehow manages to get the shoulder up before the 3 count. Punk counters MVP once more and connects with the Uranagi and locks in the Anaconda Vice, forcing MVP to tap out. Match number 2 features Jeff Hardy and Marcus Corvon teaming up to take on the unholy alliance of the Intercontinental Champion William Regal and Umaga. Hardy and Umaga start things off, eventually leading to the heel team taking control. Regal, targeting body parts and directing traffic, is getting the better of the number 1 contender Jeff Hardy initially, before Jeff hits his comeback. Jeff connects with a twist of fate, but William Regal is able to make the tag to Umaga, who is able to gain control back for his team. Hardy is able to catch Umaga with a reverse twist of fate, but Umaga kicks out at 2.5. Hardy makes the hot tag to Marcus Corvon for the first time in this match. Regal takes control at first, but Corvon fires up on him. Corvon connects with the pounce on William Regal, but Umaga breaks up the pin attempt. Regal connects with a half-and-half suplex and then begins wearing down Corvon. He locks in the Regal stretch and it's all over. Corvon taps out. Match number 3 is singles action for the tag team champions as Evan Bourne, with Kofi Kingston at his side, takes on Shad Gaspard with JTG of Crime Time. Speed versus strength was the name of the game in this match, which sees Shad try to keep Evan Bourne grounded, and he did exactly that. Shad pins Evan Bourne clean with an STO. After the match, Evan Bourne looked disappointed. Kofi confronted his partner about it, but Bourne shoved Kofi away and left the ring. And they have to defend their tag team championships this weekend at Great American Bash. Match number 4, we see women's tag team action as Michelle McCool and Layla, Lay Cool, take on Mickie James and Natalya. Mickie and Layla start off, and Mickie is in control the entire time. Layla tags out to McCool, and Mickie is still bringing the heat. Natalya gets in, and her and McCool brawl to the outside, where McCool gains control. Mickie tags herself in after countering McCool in the corner. Michelle then connects with the Faith Breaker and rolls over to make the pin. Natalya tries to make the save, but Layla is able to run interference long enough for the women's champion to get the W. So on our next episode, the Great American Bash, we will see Randy Orton, the World Heavyweight Champion, defend his title against Rey Mysterio. But before that, we get them one more time here tonight. So let's go right to the ring. Randy Orton, the World Heavyweight Champion, in a non-title match against his challenger at the Great American Bash, Rey Mysterio.
And here is your World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton, making his way to the ring. That beautiful big gold belt. And what are Randy Orton's intentions here in his non-title match against Rey Mysterio, the challenger?
I think first and foremost is to erase the memory of him doing that awful dive to the outside and embarrassing himself. That caused him to leave the ringside area and get disqualified for his first technical loss, but not a pinfall that he lost to. So he's out here. I wanted to give him an opportunity to make good on that, because I'm not a fan of how he conducted himself in that match.
I was gonna say it was very much unlike the Viper to retreat from a match against someone like Rey Mysterio, but here we are, and Randy Orton did miss that dive, something that he's been very critical of other people on social media of. Randy Orton obviously taking a page out of Rey Mysterio's book, except didn't go exactly the way he thought.
Yeah, typically Rey Mysterio's good at the high-flying stuff because, you know, he was trained in Mexico and knows how to do lucha libre. Mm-hmm. So,
well, the challenger Rey Mysterio is ready to take on Randy Orton. We've seen it before, and wait a minute.
Not even wasting absolutely no time. They are beating the holy hell out of each other before the bell can even ring here. Not Charles Robinson getting them separated.
Before the bell is getting ready to ring here. And now officially we are underway. This match has started. And wow! Rey Mysterio hitting that big drop kick.
Rey's fired up. And he wants to prove that he can legitimately beat Randy Orton.
Well, of course. I mean, Rey Mysterio did the unthinkable when he defeated Triple H to become #1 contender.
Ooh, huge head scissor there.
And so Rey Mysterio is not taking this challenge lightly.
No, he wants to prove to everybody that he should be the World Heavyweight Champion and that he is World Heavyweight Champion material.
But Randy Orton obviously not pleased with Rey Mysterio's mindset, and Rey is not taking no for an answer.
Just gonna work Randy's arms, hopefully slow down the inevitable RKO from out of nowhere.
Well, we know Orton's had many shoulder injuries in his life, so could be a target. A nice lucha roll there by Orton, and a quick clothesline, knocking down the challenger. And again, Robert, this is a non-title match, but a victory here heading into the Great American Bash will pay dividends.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine the mindset of Orton going into Great American Bash if he loses to Rey Mysterio here after embarrassing himself just 1 week ago.
Now Randy Orton striking a pose, perhaps getting more confident.
Ooh. Rey popped up, but Orton caught him.
And Rey using those ropes to his advantage and poison Rana.
Uh-oh. Is Rey going to dial it up here? 619.
Rey going to the top rope. Oh, and Randy Orton able to get the knees up. The frog splash unsuccessful. And now Orton reversing, throwing Rey into the corner. And now whipping him across the ring. And a big clothesline taking down Rey Mysterio.
The Viper is coiled and ready to strike. RKO.
And a cover.
1, 2.
Rey Mysterio getting the shoulder up just before not Charles Robinson counts the 3. And I think Randy Orton doesn't know what to do.
Orton is incensed.
And Rey somehow.
Rey calling for it, but Orton not exactly in the ropes.
Yeah, the positioning off just a little bit. But I mean, video games, am I right? And Rey's going back up. And he's calling for Randy Orton. Could we see a West Coast pop here?
No way. Oh, and he misses. Just overshot. And Orton with a vintage drop kick.
And now Rey Mysterio reeling. The master of the 619 just eating an uppercut. Randy.
Uh-oh. Fall away slam. That's going to hurt.
Randy Orton has proven that is an effective maneuver in his moveset. And just driving Rey Mysterio's entire body. Wow.
Olympic slam.
An Olympic slam from Randy Orton. And another drop kick.
Orton has to slow the pace down. And here comes Rey Mysterio fighting right back.
That sit-out jawbreaker.
The most ineffective move of all time, the DDT to your foot.
Rey Mysterio trying to build momentum back up, but Randy Orton saying no. Big punch to the gut, and now Orton has got Rey trapped. DDT.
Rope hung DDT. The second most lethal letters in WWE. 2. And Rey just able to kick out again, and Orton doesn't know what he has to do here.
And Orton sizing him up. Dropping that knee strike. And now is perhaps going for another RKO.
If he hits it here, it's over.
RKO!
And that's it.
And Rey Mysterio's bleeding.
Make the pin, and it's over. 1, 2... What?
Rey Mysterio gets the shoulder up. Somehow still alive. And Orton
stays right on him. That's smart.
Palm over the face.
1, 2. And Mysterio again just pops that right shoulder up just in the nick of time.
Orton can't believe it. He's trying to rip the head and neck off of Rey Mysterio.
I think he's going for the mask there.
Perhaps trying to get the mask off the face. And Rey, another jawbreaker. And a spinning heel kick.
Out of nowhere.
This crowd here in California, big fan of Rey Mysterio. Lucha moves. And now
nice
Rey
stomp there.
Applying that pressure to the shoulder and snapping it down.
Rey's going to the top one more time. What is he looking for here? Looks like Orton's getting up. West Coast pop! We got West Coast pop! 1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
Rey Mysterio's done it. He's defeated the World Heavyweight Champion for the first time and pinned his shoulders to the mat.
Rey Mysterio has just done something that nobody on Raw has been able to do since April. He pinned Randy Orton. Randy Orton was undefeated up to this match. Clean, might I add.
And
what is going through the mind of Randy Orton right now?
I mean, 2 RKOs couldn't put Rey Mysterio down here. And we see it right there. And Randy continued that onslaught, but it just wasn't enough to keep Rey down. The desperation from the World Heavyweight Champion might have cost him this match.
Rey Mysterio, heading into next week, needs to worry about what the voices are going to tell Randy Orton to do. Wild main event on Monday Night Raw. Rey Mysterio pinning the World Heavyweight Champion, but that wasn't all of the action that we had. Earlier, we saw CM Punk tap out MVP due to the Anaconda Vice. And in the next match, William Regal, the Intercontinental Champion, tapped out Marcus Corvon with the Regal Stretch. SHAD pinned Evan Bourne using that STO that he likes to use so often. And then Michelle McCool hit the Faith Breaker on Mickie James in their tag team match and got the pinfall victory.
I know. Excellent show this past Monday for Raw. So bravo, Robert. Bravo. Really exciting go-home show before the Great American Bash. But we've got one more stop before we get there, and that's Friday Night SmackDown from Memphis, Tennessee.
Ooh. I feel like we should cue up the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives theme song. That's what I thought of when you said Memphis.
The first match is a non-title match as the United States Champion Shawn Michaels takes on a superstar who's been on a roll as of late, The Miz. This is their first time facing off one-on-one. HBK connects with a top rope elbow drop, but Miz is able to get his shoulder up. Miz capitalizes by keeping HBK grounded. The Miz connects with a skull-crushing finale, but Shawn Michaels gets the shoulder up before the 3. Miz climbs to the top, but is caught in midair with sweet chin music. HBK hits his comeback and locks in the sharpshooter. Miz has nowhere to go, and he taps out. Match 2 is a 3-on-1 handicap match, as Batista specifically requested a match against Edge, Ryder, and Hawkins. Batista tried to stay on top of Hawkins, Ryder, and Edge, but the numbers game proved to be too much for the animal. Edge delivered a spear to Batista and put him down for the pin. Match 3 is a tag team championship match as the Big Show and Kane take on the Hart Dynasty. The bell rings and Kane immediately tags himself in. Kane brings the fight to D.H. Smith, but Big Show then tags himself in, leading to Kane striking the Big Show. Kane's had enough, and now he left the Big Show alone in the ring, and the Hart Dynasty picked him apart. D.H. Smith is able to pin the Big Show after an assisted shoulder block from the top rope. Match 4 was supposed to be King Booker versus Christian, but as Christian was making his entrance, Chris Jericho, the WWE Champion, ran from behind and attacked the number 1 contender. They brawled at the top of the ramp until Jericho beats down Christian, standing tall prior to their WWE Championship match at the Great American Bash next week. And so this next match, this main event on Friday Night SmackDown, these two competitors cannot stand each other any longer. They're not going to wait until this Sunday. They have a championship match. They're going to go one-on-one right now. It's Melina versus Divas champion Beth Phoenix. And like I said before, here comes the undefeated Divas champion, Beth Phoenix.
The Glamazon with the butterfly belt.
Oh, yeah. So, Beth has not lost since becoming Divas champion. She beat Kelly for that championship on the second week of SmackDown in our 2008 universe. And here, she's getting ready, since she seems to be in some sort of blood feud against Melina.
Yeah, I mean, Melina just rubs her the wrong way, and Beth wants to end this for good. So she's hoping to stop Melina before they even get to the Great American Bash.
And speaking of, here comes the challenger to that Divas title on Sunday. But tonight, her and Beth are gonna look to try to weaken the other prior to their match.
You gotta think Melina wants to get out of this match as fast as possible. So I would imagine she's gonna be looking for roll-ups, quick pin attempts, anything that she can to live to fight another day.
Exactly, and that's not a bad strategy. But I think if Melina not only gets a win here tonight, knocking Beth off of her streak that she's been on, it's going to affect the champion way more than if Beth beats Melina.
Definitely. And I mean, we saw it on Monday Night Raw.
Exactly.
So let's see what these two divas have in store for us here.
Beth offering a handshake, perhaps. Melina goes for it, but
Ooh.
Beth pulls it away. Melina not just
Bitch slap.
Just slapping her right in the face, not taking any shit from the Divas champion.
Oh, man.
And the Divas champion is not going to take any shit from Melina, clearly.
Two huge power moves to lead it off. Just shows where Beth Phoenix is versus where Melina is.
I know, and Melina's been impressive picking up, a win over Tori Wilson not too long ago on SmackDown. But here, I mean, is it a matter of experience? Is it a matter of skill and power?
Well, I think by every measurable variable, Beth is her superior in the ring.
And here's a cover, one, and Beth just able to get right back up, and a little fireman's carry there. But Melina's holding her own.
Yeah, she's not letting Beth take control here yet.
Ugh, but there's a big backbreaker, and there's only so much that Melina can even do physically against the champion. Beth Phoenix has the size and the strength advantage, but Melina's got to stay on it. And what the hell, not Charles Robinson?
What is your referee doing here? So lackadaisical.
Clearly, there's some bias happening here. And here's a head scissors, but Beth just throwing Melina off.
Easily rolls out of that.
And Melina's doing a decent job, I think. She's staying on her. She's been the one to constantly make pin attempts. Oh, but here's Beth just...
Another double axe handle takedown.
And Melina fighting back again.
Ooh.
Lucha moves.
That was cool.
Melina trying to scream at Beth Phoenix, get her up to her feet. Oh, but Beth was playing a bit of possum, it seemed. Oh, and a beautiful Michinoku driver almost. And now Beth is wrenching back on the neck of Melina.
I would imagine it looks like it hurts, but she's not playing to the hard cam, and we're going to have to talk to her about that.
And again with another backbreaker. Just Beth really focused on the back and the neck of Melina. Oh, and there's that faceplant driver from Melina. And now Melina's staying on top of her, but Beth
won't like, there's no give here. Like, if this were tug of war, the rope will not have moved yet.
And Beth, what's she planning?
But I imagine it's about to move now.
Oh, punch to the face, and she gets her up in a glam slam. Cover. 1, 2. Wait a minute. Melina
kicks out.
Wow. And Beth, I don't even think expected that.
And again, Melina not allowing Beth to take charge here and delivers a backbreaker of her own.
And now Melina taunting, getting
She's feeling
ready.
it. She's feeling it.
Going to the top rope. High rent district. Missile
Nice.
drop kick to the back. The champion's down. And Melina, clothesline. Another clothesline. Trips her up, and Melina's hit her comeback.
She's got all the momentum on her side. She's got to put her away now if she wants to do it.
This is the most offense that Melina's gotten in this entire matchup. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Stringing her up.
Double knees! Double knees in the corner!
Melina's going to the top rope one more time. Beth Phoenix is down. Big body splash. Melina stalking her opponent. Oh no, but Beth.
Beth cuts her off and exerts her power.
And look at her, picking her up by the throat from the corner,
God.
walking her out. Oh.
Oh my God. She's just
Now she's playing at the hard cam. My God. But wait, Melina's not done.
She cuts Beth off herself.
Irish whip.
What are we looking at here?
Oh my God, this is like a modified tarantula.
Oh my God.
She's ripping at Beth's arms. Oh, and a big boot to the face.
Utilized the 5 count to her advantage, so she did not get disqualified here.
And Melina's staying on Beth, those vicious kicks, and throws her. But Beth pushing her off.
Effortlessly tosses her back in the ring.
Beth Phoenix just looks mad now. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
A modified torture rack.
She's going to snap her in half.
And
Melina
has no choice but to tap out. Live to fight another day. You said it before, and she did just that. Beth Phoenix ending it.
That's how scary the strength of the Glamazon is, that she could put you away that quick.
At a moment's notice. I mean, granted, she was working Melina's back that entire match. Backbreaker after backbreaker. And right there, I think something was up with not Charles Robinson not counting that 3. Yeah. And here we see that glam slam, which I have no idea. Melina's the first woman to kick out of that move.
She's got to be. And then here's the double knees in the corner.
Incredible. We thought that could have been the last call, but Beth was there to cut her off. And Beth Phoenix carries all of the momentum into their championship match this Sunday at the Great American Bash.
Still undefeated, still scary strong. Who will defeat the Glamazon?
Well, Melina is going to get another opportunity this Sunday at the Great American Bash when she takes on champion Beth Phoenix for the title. Will it go her way? I don't know, but they had this match. They had a feeler. That was the first time these two squared off against each other. So I think their Sunday match is going to be even more explosive. But we also had Shawn Michaels and The Miz in a non-title match. Shawn Michaels picking up the win there over The Miz. We had The Big Show and Kane implode, and Kane leaving his partner out to dry during a title match. Why? Anyway, things aren't doing so well for Kane and The Big Show.
Frustrations have boiled over.
We also had Edge, Kurt Hawkins, and Zack Ryder beat Batista in their handicap match. And then King Booker and Christian was supposed to happen, but Jericho attacking his opponent for Sunday. But speaking of the Great American Bash, you are gonna get this incredible card from both Raw and SmackDown.
Yep, it's a dual-branded show, and on the Raw side, we've got the tensions between CM Punk and MVP coming to a head. Those two will face off again at the Great American Bash.
The Divas Championship is on the line as Melina looks to be the first woman to defeat Beth Phoenix. Will she be able to do it, or will it be a repeat of tonight's SmackDown?
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line as the undefeated Bastard of Blackpool, William Regal, defends against the number one contender, Jeff Hardy.
And finally, this rivalry on SmackDown is coming to a head. The Miz looks to take on John Cena as they go one-on-one with each other. And if it's anything like their last match, these two will stop at nothing to defeat the other.
On the Raw side, the Tag Team Championships are on the line in a ladder match. That's right, Air Boom, Kofi Kingston, and Evan Bourne will defend against Crime Time, Shad Gaspard, and JTG.
The WWE Championship is on the line as Chris Jericho defends his title against Christian in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Jericho is undefeated, and Christian is looking for retribution.
And finally, we have the World Heavyweight Championship match, which we saw a preview of in the main event of Raw this evening. We have the challenger, Rey Mysterio, who picked up a victory against Randy Orton, who is the champion. So Orton versus Mysterio, again in the main event at the Great American Bash.
So thank you all for watching. This has been so much fun. We love doing this for you guys. We put out episodes at least once a week. So stay tuned for the Great American Bash coming to YouTube next week.
Yes.
So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss an episode.
And if you missed one, go back, catch up. They're all in this nifty playlist that Jordan put together.
Yeah, so if you want, go ahead, follow us across all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Royally Rumbled.
And if you want to follow us individually, you can find me, Robert, on Instagram and Twitter at Yesball.
And if you want to follow me individually, I, Jordan, am on Twitter and Instagram at JL24FPS. So this has been our show this week. We will see you for the Great American Bash next week. And until then, we'll see you in 2008.